This is a brand new Porsche Taycan 4S, and here's why it's a phenomenal electric vehicle. The Taycan is Porsche's first mass production EV, and its design was based off of the Mission E concept released in 2015. Porsche and electric almost feel like a match made in heaven. Porsches are known for their very good transmissions and driving dynamics, which should translate into this car, making it very fun to drive. This even has a 2-speed transmission, one of the only electric vehicles to have this feature. For 2025, this car got a few notable upgrades, like new battery architecture, which allows it to have up to 320 miles of range, and this also has brand new headlights with a redesigned front fascia, which helps with aero. There's also some active aero here, so air passes through this little area and helps cool the tires and the brakes. There are charge ports on either side of this car. If you just slide your finger under this panel, the charge port retracts. This side is for AC charging when you're charging at home, and the other side is for DC fast charging. And to close it, just slide your finger under this panel again. The door handles are flush with the car, which helps save some range and makes the car look a lot cleaner. If you want to unlock it, you just pull on it, and then they would retract like this. From back here, the Taycan looks like a liftback and reminds me of the Audi e-tron GT because these two cars share a lot of things. The taillights are very well integrated into this trunk panel. This little strip of LED is your actual taillights, and this Porsche logo illuminates at night. This panel is actually an active aero spoiler, which goes up when the car is going a little faster, and also helps when this car is trying to brake from higher speeds. And don't be fooled, this is not part of this rear windshield. Opening the trunk of the Taycan, you just press this button, and the trunk lid looks very interesting because of the way this trunk was designed. And as you can see, the opening is not that big, but this does have a decent amount of trunk space with some more storage areas on either side and this removable load floor. The Taycan has a very futuristic interior, and as you can see, there are 3 screens just in the front, and you can option a 4th passenger screen. This also has the Race Tex interior package, which deletes all of the leather and adds Porsche's version of Alcantara and these Pepita cloth centers. These are also the sport bucket seats with 18 ways of adjustment, including these side bolsters. This interior also gets this Alcantara steering wheel. You also have a drive mode selector over here, which you can just twist, and you have 4 main modes. This is range, which gives you the most range. It's in eco mode, normal mode, sport mode, and then sport plus mode for track use. And this gauge cluster is very, very configurable. You can press this button to choose which gauge you want to adjust. And then you can use the scroll wheel to change the menus. You can see this one has a lot of different items. You press it again, it goes to this middle one, and you can change the look of the gauge cluster. And then you press this last one, there's even more different menus you can search through. Your gear selector is this tiny little shift knob, and this car also has Porsche's Sport Chrono stopwatch for timing your laps on the track. This infotainment system is also very configurable. You have all of these apps here. You can also choose which menus you want to display. You can go for a full screen map, put your music on, go to Apple CarPlay, or to the settings menu, and you can adjust a lot of things here. This is mainly for your interior. This is your important information. This regards your driver assistance technology, and you can also change which drive mode you're in, your chassis settings, and your air suspension. The air suspension also works extremely fast. Right now we're in the lowest setting, and we want to go to the highest setting, lift. This car adjusts in real time. And this also has a memory setting, so you can choose to save this lift and keep it in this setting. This screen has a couple of different functionalities. This area is for your climate control, and you have heated and ventilated seats. And this is more like a touchpad for your infotainment system and has haptic feedback. So if I use this, I can change which air suspension setting I want to be in. And let's just say I want to go back to lift. I just press it, and it automatically changes. And this area is actually a hidden center console armrest, which you can open like this. And it's very, very large. This also has some interior accents that match the exterior color, And this is your door handle, which is very well integrated. And the Porsche Taycan does have a frunk, which is decently sized, and it's the exact same size as the Audi e-tron GT.